like what you are taught in school, and then also what you have in industry. So it is your responsibility. Take note of that. It is your job to make sure you are industry ready, not the school. What the school promises you, they deliver. What the school promises you, the school did not promise you to give you industry relevant skills. They said they were going to prepare you to become a civil engineer or a mechanical engineer. They didn't say a world-class mechanical engineer. They didn't say that. They said they are going to make you a mechanical engineer. And then they prepared for you, they made available to you the syllabus they are going to teach, the things they're going to cover, and the certificates they are going to award you after the school. And you agreed and you paid fees. So how do you blame the school that after school I couldn't do anything? That's your responsibility. That's your responsibility. Do you get it? Your father pays the school fees or your parents pay the school fees, not to finish and go and find a job for you. It's your job, it's your responsibility. So whilst you are in school now, you are their responsibility. When you come out of school, you may not be their responsibility. So around this time, you have the opportunity to make requests to your parents to help you improve yourself, give you what we call competitive advantage. Why should CaB pick you or employ you and leave the other person when you all have HND? Why? Okay, it shouldn't be because of where you come from. It should be because of your value. Okay, it shouldn't be because of where you attended secondary school, old schoolism. No, it should be because of your value, what you are bringing on board. In other jurisdiction, once somebody is in school, you see people from the industry ganging up or maybe poaching the students during their graduation. Okay, poaching the students during their graduation and giving them employment opportunity. Okay, when you go to Harvard, when you go to Oxford, they do that. When you go to MIT, they do that. In our schools, you don't get the companies coming there to recruit the students. Probably because the schools they haven't carved the niche for themselves as a school which provide or are like maybe the students are ready for the industry with all the skills and technology. When the moment the school shifts to that area, industry will gang up at their graduation and try to poach the students during graduation. So now that we haven't gotten there, I'm begging of you, please let your growth be your responsibility. Okay, let your growth be your responsibility. Let the value addition be your responsibility. If the school is going to give to you, it's going to give to everybody. You get it? If you are 100 in your class and the school is going to give a certain skills to your class, that will make it means 100 people who are going to get it. Are going to get the same thing. So your school is not going to give to you. So please, let's stop blaming the school and look at opportunities out there whilst you are in school. Last week I was telling you, don't wait till you get to you can't get to the US before you say you want US visa. Okay? You can't do that. Unless you are an illegal migrant. Apart from that, you have to get the visa in your home country. Okay? Then when you get to the US, you have access. The same way, whilst you are in school, you try to get the skills and the technology. You have to be abreast with that whilst you are in school. Then now, when you get into industry, it becomes very easy for you. Okay? So that side is locked. That is the reason why CaB Academy or CaB Solutions or CaB Royale is bringing you this whole thing, this whole training program. Okay? And just to recap, probably in the next 4 minutes before we move on, today I have a lot to teach today. And by the time we finish with today's class, if you already have the software installed, you'll be practicing alongside as I do it. Okay? And one thing too is that I'll make today's recording available to you. Okay? I'll make today's recording available to you so that you can practice alongside. Some of the materials, we also have it on our YouTube channels. I'll pick some I'll be picking some and be posting it on the Telegram pages, and then you will have to go to our so when you click it takes you to our YouTube page, YouTube channel. Subscribe to that channel, okay? And then when we post new things, you'll be getting it. We have a lot of things that we are going to post from this week because of you. And then also when it gets to our site, okay, our website, I know it will appear a bit confusing, but don't be confused. The actual portal is for professionals, not for students. We carved CaB Academy out of it for you. So you will see that I'll be posting the link for CaB solutions. When you go and you click on the logo or the main dashboard, it takes you to our main professional page. There you see the prices very high. Okay, you see the training. You see all our courses there, and then the costs are very high in terms of how much professionals are paying for those courses we're providing. Okay, but on the students page, some of the programs are free. For example, the AutoCAD, what we are giving to you is free, and we have given you the conditions for the free stuff. Okay, we've given you the conditions for the free aspect. Let me check something out here. Okay, so I think now you can see my WhatsApp page which I've opened. Okay, so now these are the free options. Now you see that's what we are giving to you. So AutoCAD we're teaching you AutoCAD. That one is free. You will learn it, you know how to use it. We want AutoCAD to be like the BCE. Everybody should know it. Okay, because it is actually very pathetic when you come out of school and you don't even know AutoCAD. Okay, and some of your seniors are coming out of school and they don't know even how to use AutoCAD in their respective fields. It's so sad. It's so sad. If you're in first year, you should be thanking God you are having it at this point. Some say, oh, we'll be taught in school. Yes, you'll be taught in school, but when your lecturer is in front of you and is teaching you AutoCAD, you know how it goes. You don't even feel comfortable, and the times of training is not even sufficient, and your mindset for capturing it is even not right. The moment a lecturer stands in front of you and teaching you, your mind is, oh, let me learn it, let me chew it, let me pass it and forget it. So you learn AutoCAD by reading it in books. Okay, but here we are teaching you how to apply it and to get things done. I will simplify it for you, so don't worry, we'll soon get there. So let me show you some of the items you are getting in the free program. So in the free, we're teaching you the software. We've given you the software also. You are going to have, we are not charging you anything for it, okay? But when we are teaching outsiders, professionals for this same AutoCAD, we charge them. They pay 1,500 Ghana cedis. You in fact, don't even ask anybody. Just go to our main page. Just go to our main page, and you know how much you're charging for it. Okay, and then also, so you join the student community, and then we'll be organizing events very soon. We'll give you all the events links and everything. But those who are on the Telegram page, you'll be getting live information. So if you are on the channel, you don't have access to our Telegram page, please try and get to our Telegram page. Okay, try. If you don't have it, I'll be giving you my phone number. Just request for it. Okay, just WhatsApp me and I'll forward it to you. I think for those who registered, I have been sending you text messages to join. Maybe you don't have, maybe you don't have it installed. Download it. Okay, download it from the App Store and have it installed on your phone, so you can be part of it. We chose Telegram, not WhatsApp, because we are anticipating a lot of students. Okay, so if we do WhatsApp, we get to 50 and it's full. We have to create another one. We want to have a way by which you can have continuous. Now, there is this standard package, which I also want you to be mindful of. The standard package. That one, if you choose AutoCAD in the standard package, you're going to have the AutoCAD. You are going to have certificates from Autodesk. It's an international certificate. You're going to have it as part of your package. But that one, you pay 400 Ghana cedis. But if you are taking the free one, you will learn the skills. You will learn the software. You won't get the certificate, because that one we have to pay for the certification for you from Autodesk. Okay, but those who are on the standard programs, they are paying that amount of money, and we are going to teach them. We are going to add them to our skills training area. They'll learn the skills for free, and then there will be a second certificate issued to them. So those who are on the subscription part, they are going to get one certificate from Autodesk, which is an international one. They are going to get one skills training software from CaB Solutions, which is also CaB Solutions is not in Ghana. It's a US-based company. It is registered in a state called Wyoming. You get another certificate from US from CaB Solutions. You're going to join our expert community. All events you have the opportunity to attend our events as well. There will be mentorship program. We are going to put you in a special. We are going to put you on another group. You get it? Not the general group, not the general Telegram group you are on now. We are going to put you on another group depending on the course you are choosing. So when you subscribe, we are going to put you on another group. So for that group, we are going to provide mentorship for you. Okay, so and then we're also going to give you access to the reward store, where as you watch the items on our portal, you get points. You can use those points you gain to buy items from our reward store, like t-shirts, like souvenirs, and some other stuff. Okay, so we are going to open you up to the reward store of CaB Solutions, and you'll be able to use your point. Like someone will say, how do I get a point? As you watch the videos and you do the exercises and do the assignment, you get points. If you watch one video, you get 1 point. Okay, you move to the next video, you get another point. If you do an exercise, you get 5 points. If you submit your assignments, you get 5 points. Do you get it? There are quiz sessions. When you answer the quiz very well, like you get a pass for the quiz. Though it's optional, you also get 5 points from there. So by the time you get about, I think, 40 or 50 points, you can go to our app store and trade that. Okay, you can trade that to buy another course. That is if it is worth that, or you can use that to buy a t-shirt or buy a souvenir or something that is available at the store. Great. So that is just about an intro about those who are getting it for free and those who are getting it for the standard option. The standard option, as I said, it is 400 Ghana cedis. I'll be during the course of the program, I'll be sharing the link for the standard registration to you. And this is how it goes. So for the standard registration, if you are a first-year student, choose AutoCAD. Okay, because somebody may say, oh, I even know AutoCAD. If you know AutoCAD and you don't have a certificate, you can take the program and get a certificate. If maybe you are a mechanical engineering student, you want to do a program like Inventor, what you do is when you click on the standard form, fill the form and select Inventor. Okay, and select Inventor, and we will push you to that class, and you're going to enjoy that class. If you are an electrical engineering student, you want to do AutoCAD electrical or Revit electrical, or you are a construction related students, maybe you are offering building technology or construction engineering management or construction technology, those construction related programs that actually falls under TACONS. You can take any of the programs like AutoCAD if you're a first year, or AutoCAD architecture plus a skills training. If you subscribe to the standard, we are going to add we're going to show you how to draw building plans. That's a skill you are going to learn. If you are a mechanical engineering student, you're going to learn how to model elements. We're going to show you how to not only model, but we're also going to teach you mechanical drafting also as well. Okay, so the packages are there. So when you join, you'll be able to select that. If you select the wrong one, we will guide you into choosing the right one. So don't worry about that. All you need is to subscribe, and then we'll put you on the special VIP Telegram page where we can provide the appropriate mentoring or mentorship program for you and guide you. And there are so many things you can also get from that. So that's about this portion. So the standard program, when we finish, our IT team will be sending the link to enroll for the standard option to your text message to you, but through text message. They also do that on the Telegram page, and you'll be able to register. Just enroll. If you want to discuss that with your parents, you can call them, discuss that with them. If your parents decide to pay parts, we can allow you up to some point. Those who pay, or those who will subscribe and make full payment, we are going to make certain souvenirs available to you. Okay, those who were in the schools that we've attended, some of them, when we say we're going to give you t-shirts, we did that. When we say we're going to give you anything we promised, we delivered. Okay, so you can also have that. And how will you feel being in our Autodesk and CaB Royal branded t-shirts on campus? Everybody know you are part of that group. So this is the Autodesk logo. It is slightly changed. They changed that last year, latter part of last year, but I still have my old Autodesk logo in. You are going to have the new one. Okay, the new one is black, and it has some form of the logo has been changed slightly. So you'll be having that. Those who make the full registration or the full standard payment options, you're going to have that. And let me also tell you one thing. At this point, don't get scared. Okay, I know how the system is, where people dupe people and all those kind of stuff, but don't worry. For us, we have strong roots. We've done this for about 12 years. Okay, we are partners to Ghana Institute of Architects, Ghana Institute of Engineering. We are partners to Institution of Engineering and Technology. We are partners to Institution of Ghana Institute of Surveyors. We are part of the professional training. Like, we have professional training partnership with them, such that on some of their CPD programs, you find CaB Royal, that is our mother company, providing training services for them. Okay, so we are there, and we have carved the name for ourselves, and we can't go out because of the subscription. Okay, and the CaB Solution Portal we have put you on, it's a global one. The base is in US, as I said, and it's supposed to serve US and the Canadian market. So we are not going anywhere. You get it? So have that trust, have that faith. Those in the other universities, we've been on the campus. For some of you, you've even met me directly before. Okay, Kumasi, we've been in Kumasi, we've been in Takrady, we've been in Cape Coast, and we've also been in Takrady. So for all these four, and Central University. So for all these four institutions, for some of you, you've even met me face to face. So that is it about it. If you have some questions to ask, let me know. And probably before I move on, I got this question on the Telegram page about the students wishing the program will be done earlier and not the 5:30. So think about that. Think about that, and then when, yeah, okay. So I see, Bless, your hand is up.
I didn't join early, and then I said that too. I'm a first year student offering electrical engineering.
Yeah.
So let's assume I enroll in this training. So after completion, will I be able to know how to draw building plan and engineering plan and all those things?
Okay. So let me answer that. Now your question is clear. Look, the way we are trained in school is actually slightly different from what industry expects from us. Have you noticed that when you are in school and they say you are offering mechanical engineering, their direction, the focus of the school is actually on largely on automobile equipment at the workshop, probably your amateur lab, your automation tools, and it appears that is all about mechanical engineering. If it is electrical too, the same way. You also have time at your lab, at your workshops, okay? And as if it is all about automation and those kind of stuff, okay? But you come in into the industry, and you see that the largest industry outside is not the automobile industry in Ghana. In Ghana, the largest industry is the construction industry. It employs more than any other institution. And for every building that is built, there is electrical parts in it. There's electrical engineering in there. Because in electrical engineering, when you're talking about the power, you deal with high voltage, which is the main transmission, which you don't joke with it. You don't go there. Okay, high voltage, you don't do. Medium voltage, you actually don't deal with that so much, because that one is about ECG transmission and all those kind of stuff, or ECG distribution. Largely, you deal with low voltage, which is residential. I mean, the electrical engineering people. Now, residential houses, you find that in the construction industry. So why is it that you are separated from that until you come out of school, and then you know that I have to work with the building people? I should have learned how to draw building plans. I should have learned how to draw electrical plan, power, lighting system, how to draw these circuit systems for buildings. Do you get it? Sometimes you miss it. Mechanical to the same. HVAC systems, air conditioning fixing, supply terminals. In fact, all these flows, you do that more than any other person. And in school, I know large chunk of you will not be doing what do you call it, refrigeration. You live technical university. I could count those doing electrical refrigeration. I could count them. They were a handful. At some instances, they were not even out to 10 or 15. But when they get to the automobile, they were over 100. So there is demand for those people, because every year you have 15 people coming, graduating. Okay, graduating, you have 50 people graduating from there. When you look at automobile, you have about 500 people. And okay, so that is also good. But what I mean is that no matter which one you take, you have to be versatile. Okay, because there are two key things you need in the other mechanical side. You need to understand fluid mechanics. You need to understand hydraulics. Okay, and then you need to, that's all. These are the two key things you need to understand to be able to master in HVAC systems. So I think some of these things we'll be doing that in the mentorship and in the guidance session. Okay, so if you're in the first year, I will advise you have more opportunities. So take the AutoCAD, take the generic one. Okay, take the AutoCAD. When you get to second year, you can take the AutoCAD electrical or something of that sort. You see, bless. So that's what you can do. So let's start from somewhere, and then as you enroll into the main substantive programs, we'll be giving you guidance. We'll guide you to take the right ones. Okay, your instructors will actually do that orientation for you and guide you to choose the right ones. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And then aside that, will favor us, because some of us we are regular students, and if the time schedule cross our normal time, we'll be able to follow up. So maybe we will be left over and looking at things to maybe if the time schedule will be somewhere Saturday or weekends, that may favor us in some way.
Okay. Actually, as it stands now, we are only providing the training on weekends, on Saturdays. But I'm getting a lot of calls to move it from 5 o'clock to the morning. So when we finish, we will run a poll. Okay, we will run a poll on the Telegram page and see those who are in favor of which time. Okay, so if you still want us to do it around 5, I'm told some people go for rehearsals and other stuff, so they are not able to join, because we have a lot of people and they are not able to join. So what we'll do is that we may seek to bring it a bit earlier, okay, from next week. But we will have to run that poll and see if it is a true reflection of people's need, and then we'll work it out like that. Okay, so we've had enough for the intro, and I am moving straight into that into today's training. But before I do that, I've also gotten complaints of people struggling to take the to join, like to have access to the portal. So let me share this with you quickly. So please look at it. We sent you this link, and this link is the CaB Academy page. Okay. Okay. So so this is the CaB Academy page, and okay. So when you come to the page, this is what you see. And if you haven't enrolled in any of our programs, in fact, when you come in here, you can see about us, what we do, our intention. Okay, all these things are here. So you can click and then go on. Okay, so you can read about us. Okay, you can read about us from here. And then our mission, our vision, our aim, they are all here. Okay, so you can see this on our page. These are the free options and then the standard options displayed. Now, if you're an architecture student and you want to know the courses available to you, you can check that from here, from our website. Okay, so let's say I'm okay, because of Bless, let me go to electrical engineering students. So I come to electrical engineering students, another category, and I click. So I see the products available. Those that are here, those that are displayed are the ones that we want people to take. So like we are providing. So we have electrical and electronics engineering, level 300 and level 400 for those doing BTech or top up. You have this area. When you go there, you know the courses you have to take. When you come to electrical engineering, level 200, there's also something here, options here you can take. So before you fill the standard forms, come to our website and choose this. So maybe you come here and you click electrical engineering 100. These are the courses that are available to you. You can take the Autodesk AutoCAD course. You can also take the electrical. Okay, so this is a skill program, electrical drafting and detailing. So when you enroll in the standard program, we'll teach you Autodesk AutoCAD, and then we will also teach you electrical drafting and detailing for free. So these are the courses available to you. I hope you get it. So if somebody also is taking maybe electrical engineering second year, level 200, when you come here, you know what to choose. You take electrical drafting and detailing too, and then there's also AutoCAD electrical. Okay, let's go back to mechanical, so we can try that one too and see. So mechanical engineering students, when you click it, level 100, you are just starting. So I'm here. So mechanical engineering students, level 100. When I click on this, I have Autodesk AutoCAD and I have mechanical drafting and detailing. This is a skill program, and this is the software program that you're going to learn. So this is what you have to select, and this is what you are getting. Okay, so when you come back to civil engineering students, civil engineering level 100, you know what you have to take. Level 200, level 300, you know what you have to take. Okay, let me move back one step. And those doing building technology, construction engineering management, all those ones like building, construction technology and management, construction engineering management, estate management, quantity surveying, you are all taking this program. For you, first year, what do? Your bundle, you are doing Autodesk AutoCAD, and you are doing architecture drafting and detailing. Okay, so you have that. Yeah. Somebody's asking whether an old student can take that. An old student who hasn't started work, okay, we may consider that person. But if you have joined the professional bodies, okay, an old student can join. Probably HND, and the person will be taking BTech. So the person actually falls back into it again. So you can do that, but don't be sharing it with professional bodies. They are big guys. They should pay for the full course. Okay. So don't be sharing it for the professionals out there and say, "What's up? You're a professional, but still come and take this program." No. Let's make students to benefit, or else they will come and take over this place. Because here, programs that are worth 3,000 for the professionals, you are paying a token of 400 for it. Okay. So let's rather share it among the students' fraternity and leave the professionals. Professionals, they know how to get us. Let them come so that so that they can pay the real cost. Okay, but if somebody is an old student, let the person join. Okay, so now I am back. I think I've spent some time to explain all these things. Now let's go straight to what we have to do today. And it's AutoCAD. Were you able to install the software as we shared the link? This week we managed to share the link on the WhatsApp, on the Telegram page, the link to download. Okay, if you haven't, draw our attention on the Telegram page will help you. And those who already have it, if you have it already, don't uninstall and reinstall ours. It's the same thing. AutoCAD is AutoCAD. Okay, don't mind so much about the year. If it's AutoCAD, it's just okay. The only one I will not advise you use, though it works, is the old school AutoCAD. You see, the old school version of AutoCAD, like the 2008, 2006, 2004, 2002, the 3.3 type. That one, it has some draw toolbar here, modify toolbar. It's the same tools you are going to use anyway. If you can manage and blend between this and that one, you are fine. But other than that, the new ones that are coming use the ribbon type. And so we'll be going for that. If you have any question, you can be asking the question on the Telegram page. Okay, you can be asking the question on the Telegram page. And then if you have any, either on the Telegram page or on, like, in our chats, okay, I can pick it there. Okay. I want to share something with you briefly. The exercise files we are going to play around with today, okay? I'll be sharing that on the Telegram page. Okay, so let me see how I can link it up, and then Engineer Binding will be sharing that with you. So we have 3 exercises we are going to be playing with. And one thing is that we are looking at ways by which we will use the weekend, training period for the main teaching, and then we may find a day midweek when we all agree on the WhatsApp on the Telegram page to discuss about our exercises we'll give you midweek. Okay, so very soon Engineer Bani will be sending that to you on the Telegram page. And then those are the key exercises we are going to do now. Okay, I hope you are ready. I am ready. So if you are, let's get ready now to rumble. Good. Okay. Okay, great. So now this is let me check. Okay, so the recording is ongoing, so I'm cool. Okay, so the PDF has been loaded. Our first exercise has been loaded on the Telegram page. So those of you on the Telegram page, you can have access to that. But let's get started now. Okay, so I think someone is asking how is going to get access to the recording. We will upload that and then share the link with you. Okay, we will upload that and share the link with you. So don't be worried about that. Right after the training today. So try and get the most out of the training here, because here you can ask all the questions. Okay, here you can ask you can ask me all the questions, and I'll be able to help you. Okay, I'll be able to help you, but we'll still make it available. We'll still make it available to you. Okay, great. So now let's set the ball rolling. In the first place, let me just take out this myth. AutoCAD is the easiest application. The easiest application on the market in terms of the AEC industry, the architecture, engineering, and the construction industry. The last time we did the introduction last week, we realized that, we learned that it simply meant you drawing with the help of computer. So it's like the things that you'll be doing on the drawing board. This time you are doing the same thing, but this time you are using the computer. So I'm going to show you the tools. Okay, on the drawing board you have a T-square, a set square. You have let's say the compass. You have the eraser. You have what again do you use? You have your pencils, different types of pencils. You have your brush. You have your French curves. You have your circle plates. You have your stencils for writing or for lettering. Let me put it that way. Okay. So these are all tools or options which you have. But in AutoCAD, we have commands. And the commands are structured into two main forms. We have the draw toolbar, and then we have the modify toolbar. The draw toolbar we have here contains tools that are used to put things on the board, okay, like in our drawing space. So we have tools like lines, circles. It is used to place objects on our drawing area. You get it? So you can place an object like a line, polyline, circle, arc, rectangle, ellipse, okay, and then hatch. But you see, these are not the only tools in the CAD. The draw toolbar here, when check the panel, you see that there is you see we have this arrow down here by the draw. So click on that arrow, and then you will see the remaining arrows, like the remaining tools here as well. Okay. Then we have the modify toolbar. Also, we have move. So the modify toolbar actually modifies or tends to make changes or make modifications to the object that has been placed on the drawing area. So check the differences. So you can see that all the commands or the tools under the draw panel or the draw toolbar are all things that are used to place objects on the screen, and then the modified toolbars, they are used to make modifications on the on our drawing area. If you watch our material on the drawing interface, okay, about the AutoCAD interface, you have the opportunity to watch and go through all. I think last week I explained that also as well for you. So we have items like move, we have rotate, we have copy, we have mirror, we have stretch, scale, array, fillet, trim, and then we have our erase tool here, we have explode, we have offset. So I'm going to show you how to use some of the tools. We can't do all in one day, okay? And I would like us to probably consider some few draw tools. Then we also consider some few modified tools, and then we'll start taking exercises. Master the tools we are going to master the tools I'm going to show you, master the commands I'm going to show you, and then that is all. In AutoCAD, you use lines to represent virtually everything. Okay, so let's get that one done, and then we will now be able to take the rest on. So before I talk about the first tool or command we are going to use, let me talk about this thing I have dragged on my screen. We call that the command window. The command window. And this prompt here, where we type, we call that the command prompt. Some of you may not have noticed the DOS aspect. All we knew was the windows, okay, and with beautiful interface, and then yeah, we see icons and it's just straightforward. But the DOS, those times when you have to work with the DOS prompt, you would have understood this side, but we call this the command prompt, okay, where you type, but this whole thing is a command window, okay. In the lower versions, you may see 2 or 3 or 4 lines, okay, 4 lines of the commands, and then as you draw, you could see, in fact, you could see them come up. But in this case, we are having only 1 line command. Let me show you what this command window does, and then we can move to our first action. The command window acts more like the communication center between the software and you. You are drawing using the software, and the software doesn't actually know what you have done, because you are using the space. Yeah. Okay, so you are using the space, and so this is what happens. If you want to issue any command, all you need to do is to type the command here. That's one of the ways. Another way is to go for the command straight away. So, for example, if I click on the line command, the command is activated at this point. You see line being bold, okay? The line is emboldened here. Then it says that specify first point. And then as I specify, I will implement the application of the line command. Okay, so as we work using the tools, I'll be showing you how the command window works. So it tells me that, okay, I clicked on the line and the command has been activated. So then it gives you the next instruction as to what to do. So the next instruction is specify first point. So I specify my first point. It says specify next point. See, it is teaching me. It says specify next point. Then I specify next point. Then I said, do you want to specify another point? If not, specify next point. If not, then you are done. Then I press escape and my line is drawn. That is how the command window works. Let me pull it down if you've understood it, and let's start applying with our first command called line. So if you want to draw a line simply is going to help us place, it's simply going to help us place an object on our drawing area. And this drawing area, I don't see it to be small. It is very big. You can draw the whole earth to scale 1:1, and it will fit in this drawing space. Okay, so don't see it as a small. Don't see it as a small area. Okay, it's a very big area. So let me now show you how to use the line command. You can click on the line command, which is here, line. The moment you click on the line, for you to know whether the line command is active, look here. You see specify first point. The line is bolding. It is telling you that the line command is active. So it says specify first point. So I click first point. Then it says specify next point. I specify next point. I press enter. My command, my line is drawn. It's very, very easy. Let me do that again. Click on line, first point, second point. I press enter. The line is drawn. Okay. Let me show something again. First point, second point. But if you see, you can see that I am being restricted to only draw in the vertical and horizontal direction. Okay. Yeah. So it's like I'm being, so as I click on the next point, it keeps drawing. It is active. So that is how lines are drawn. There is this tool here. Okay. There is this snap, or yeah, that snap mode instruction or command. It's like a switch. We call that auto. The auto is like a switch. If you click on it, it's off. If you click it, it's off. If you click it again, it's on. When the auto is on, you are restricted to only vertical and horizontal direction. Okay, you can only draw in only the vertical and horizontal direction. I can't draw anything inclined. But when I take the auto off, click on the auto. You see the auto here? It's like a perpendicular switch or command. You can see that perpendicular sign or symbol drawn on it. When it is off, I'm not restricted to vertical and horizontal movement or direction. So you see, I can draw lines in that angular form or inclined form. My lines are flexible and I can draw anything that I want. This is how lines are drawn. When I'm satisfied, I just press the enter and then it is done. How do we draw lines? Pick the command. First point, second point, press enter, line is drawn. If you forgot it and you have missed it, this is how lines are drawn. First point, if I want an auto, I come into, if I want a truly or perfectly vertical line, I come here to click on the auto and then it's done. When I finish, I press the enter on my keyboard. You can also press the space bar. It works like the enter. Okay, it works like the enter, and you'll be able to get what you want done. I hope you're practicing alongside me. So that is what we have there. That's how lines are drawn. You can also draw lines with distance. So you can draw lines with distance. Let me show you how that one is done. So I click on the line command. You see, it didn't work because at the command window, I don't see my command active. So I click on line. Click on line. Okay, now it is active. So it is telling me specify first point. So I click on my first point. My auto is on. Okay. So let's say I enter 30. Then I press enter and it's there. You see? So the distance from where I started up to this point is 30. Let's say I want this vertical one. You see, I just move my cursor to the vertical side. Let me press 20. Then I press enter. You see what I have there? I move to the left side, I press 30 again, I press enter. You see, then it terminates at the distance 30 units automatically. Then I can come here again, press 20, enter, and then I've drawn my rectangle. So I can draw with distance. Let's try it again. Click on the line command. It is telling you, it is asking you at the command window that specify first point. I click on the first point. I give it a lead in terms of the direction where it should go. I want it to move towards the right, but I want the distance to be 40. So I type 40. Then I enter. It could be 40 millimeters, 40 meters, 40 units, anything. Okay, I'm just entering 40. Now, after that, it will terminate at the distance 40. I moved the cursor now. I move the cursor now to the top, and I enter. Let's say 25. And I enter. I come in down here and I enter. Let's say 30. Okay. I can come here and join to the end, and then I have my trapezium. So you can draw any shape or form when you know the measurements by just drawing with distances. So that's also a way by which line can be drawn. You can draw line with distances. Do you have any question at this point? If you have some questions, kindly put them in the Telegram page. Once in a while, I'll go there to see what is there, and then in my chat too. When you put it here in my chat, I will be able to answer that. So that is the first thing we have learned today, how to draw a line. Let me show you another command, which is close to it, circle. I'm going to show you how to draw a circle. So I come here. Okay, so look at something. You see, we've done all these drawings. Okay, so we're just trying our hands on the lines and other stuff. Then we came to this part and we became more serious with it by indicating or by drawing with distances or measurements. So I can use the zoom. Okay, now I'm using the wheel on my mouse to zoom in and out. Okay, so learn to use the wheel on your mouse. If your mouse doesn't have a wheel, that small wheel or that wheel there, drawing in CAD, you'll have to be using the zoom field, and that becomes slightly tedious. But with the wheel of your mouse, it becomes very easy. Let me show you how to draw a circle. So I come in here and I click on the circle command. Very easy. All you need to do, see, it is telling me, look at the command window. For beginners, you will need this command window. It ought to be very helpful for you. When you master, you may not even pay attention to it. But for beginners, let's try to concentrate there and see what we have in there. So I come in, it said specify center point for your circle. Center point. So it means I should click anywhere, and anywhere I click will be my center. So I click here. And it says specify radius of the circle. I want my radius to be 30. So I specify the radius, I type 30 and I enter. And my circle is drawn. Very simple. Okay, so very simple. Somebody is asking how we can draw lines to specific angles. That is easy, but because we are just starting, I'm just going to slightly pretend as if I haven't read your message, because I'm considering those taking the class now as beginners from scratch. So we're just touching on the tools. I'll come back to show all those gymnastics about what we can do with the lines. Okay, so don't worry, I've seen your question. I'll answer it. I see that is coming from Emmanuel Amate. Now, So that's the circle. Okay, there are several forms by which the circle can be drawn. When I click on the arrow under the circle, you can have different ways or forms by which circle can be drawn. We have the circle where you specify the radius. So you specify the center first and then the radius. Then we have one that you only center you click on the center and then the diameter. We have one that you specify 2 points and then the circle will be drawn. We have one that you specify 3 points. We have tan radius and tan. The tan is tangent. Okay, so you'll be able to draw lines when you know the tangents of the circle. Okay, so I'll draw the line from here to then draw from the line from here to the other side. Then I can use the tan radius and then tan. These are the options by which we can draw the circle. But for starters, we have started with center and radius. Let's try center and diameter. So I click on that. The instruction here is this: click on any place, let that be the center, and then here it is asking me to specify the diameter. Okay, no, it is asking me still specify radius of circle or diameter. Look at it, and it says specify diameter of circle. So if I type, let me do it again. Sorry, let me do it again. I click on circle, and now I choose center and diameter. So center now, and then I have to specify the diameter. I say 50, and I enter, and that is it. My diameter is 50. Okay, my diameter is 50. There is another option here that is 2 points. So for 2 points there, you don't need the center. You can click first point, click second point, your circle is drawn. So if I want to draw a circle over this line, which I know that the 2 points, they are known to me, all I need to do is to click on circle and select the 2 points, and I can select this first point, second point, and my circle is drawn. And do that again. Circle, 2 points, this, that, and the circle is drawn. So you see, drawing a circle is very, very easy. You see that? Okay. So now look at it. Look at the things we have learned today. Under the draw toolbar, we have learned how to draw lines and how to draw lines with distances. We also played around with the auto. We switched it on where we were restricted to only vertical and horizontal movement. And then we also switched it off and we were able to draw a line in that flexible form. Okay, good. We've also learned right now how to draw a circle. Okay, we've learned how to draw a circle. That's also a very important tool to use. There are a lot of people that use AutoCAD and they don't even know more than 12 commands, because there are a lot of things you can do if you can use some few tools. But our job is to expose you to a lot of the tools so you can be a master of it. We have learned how to draw the line and circle. We are going to move to the modified tools and also learn some few tools there, and then we will try some few exercises with it. I hope you are with me. I am reading your questions as it comes in. So if you have any question, you put it in the chat. I will read it out and answer you whilst I provide the training. Okay. So I'm going to show you how to use or how to draw how to use some of the modified commands. Now, the first modified command I'm going to show you is copy. copy command. Copy. Now, copy will simply give you a duplicate of what you have, the original you have. You're going to have a duplicate of that by the side over a certain distance, which you will specify. So to use that command, we know how to use it. Just go to the command on the ribbon. Okay, those who are using the old school version of the AutoCAD, look for the copy. It's the same symbol. Okay, click on that. The moment you click it, the command is initialized, and then it's telling you select object. So we have to select object. Let's say we are selecting this object, this circle here. So you click on that. It is still telling us to select the object. What this means is that even though we have selected AutoCAD, the software doesn't know we have selected it. So we have to press the enter or the space bar on our keyboard to send the information over. Let me give you a simple clue. It's like you using this, is it the walkie-talkie, that old school Motorola talking machine? Okay, where let's say I'm talking to AutoCAD. So I say line command. So when I finish, I say over. Then it means I've given my command, and then it will initialize. When it does its portion, it will tell me by writing it. When I do something again, I have to, like when I give my instruction, I have to say over to mean that I have also done mine. You get it? So we are communicating, and then it is appearing on the screen. So let me do the process again and show you what I mean by the demonstration I just did. I click on the copy command. It is saying select object. I click on the object. The system still doesn't know I have clicked anything. So I have to press enter. It's a way by which I say over. Okay, like when I'm on that communication gadget. So I pressed enter. Then now it has recognized I've selected. So it said now specify base point or displacement. So I specify a point where I want to hold. So I click here. Then it said specify second point. I click here, second point, and I've copied. I press escape or I press enter, and I've done that. Did you see it, or did it happen so quickly? Let me copy this command. Let me copy this line to here. So click on copy, highlighted it, pressed enter, clicked on it, and then click on the next point I want it to be. Then I press escape or enter, and then the object is copied. Did you? I hope you got it. Okay. Before I go to move, let me show you. Okay, so I see Sack, your hand is up. Let me hear you. You can unmute your mic. Let me hear you.
I just came in late. I joined the team discussion earlier, but I've notified something like, I don't know whether the whole drawing we are doing is have a software where you log into able to open to this page, or you just opened a PC anyhow and this drawing is to be done. Because I'm trying to follow while you are doing on my PC, but I don't know how it is done.
Okay.
Last week I was not able to join.
Okay. Do you have the software installed on your PC?
No, please.
Okay. So then without the software, you won't be able to practice as I go on. But within the week, we posted the link on the Telegram page. Are you on the Telegram page?
Yes, please.
Okay, so I will repost it.
Okay.
I'll post it again. There's a link there. I've posted it. So okay, so I've reposted it.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, and that will help you to download it. But one thing about the software is that it has the size of the software is 3 gig. So when you are downloading, make sure you have at least 3 gig data on your machine before you start downloading. If you have 2.5 gig, it will waste the 2.5 gig and it will not complete the download. So you will waste your data.
Okay.
So make sure you have 3 gig or more so that it can download throughout for you. Okay.
Okay. It's like if I download it on my phone, is it possible that I can transfer it to my PC?
If it downloads to a storage area and you can connect with a cable, with a cord onto your PC, that is fine. Other than that, you have to hotspot your phone to your PC if it is possible. If it's a laptop, you can hotspot it and then download it from there. It ends up being the same thing. But when you download, when you click and you download, it will save it at downloads, and you have to connect a cord to copy it onto your machine and install it on your machine. You can't install it on your phone. Okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
Welcome. Great. So we have learned how to draw a line, how to draw a circle, how to use the copy command. Now, let me show you one very simple trick. Okay, it's a very easy trick, but let me show you how it works. It's a way by which we select objects in AutoCAD. There are 3 ways. There are 3 fundamental ways of selecting items or objects in AutoCAD. The first method of selecting is, we call that picking. Picking. So for the picking, all I need to do is just click on the object. So look, I want to select this horizontal line. I click on it. You see, I've selected it. You see 3 dots indicating that it is selected. So I've selected my line. If I click on this, I have picked it. This method is called picking. So that is what I use when I wanted to copy my my circle. I click on it. I click on the line. I click on it. I click on my circle. It's called picking. Okay. Now, there is another method, the second method. So take note. The first method is called picking. That one, you only click to select the object you want. This object, this rectangle I have here, is not a single rectangle. There are 4 lines representing it. So when I click on one, I have to click on all of them individually before it works. So 4 lines, and I have it. We have the second method called fencing. Okay. For fencing, usually you get that when you move, let's say I want to select this circle. Fencing simply means I have to fence the whole object, the whole circle before it is selected. In other words, I have to hover my mouse over the entire circle completely before the circle will be selected. So let me demonstrate that. And usually you click somewhere outside of the circle from the left to the right side, and it will give you a blue. It will give you a blue background, like you can see on my screen. So from left to right, blue background. I click on that, and the object is selected. We call this fencing. If I don't cover the entire circle, it will not select. Look at it. I click here. I've covered the circle halfway. I click. It was never selected. Okay? It will never select. I want to select these 2 circles. I click halfway to the halfway of the next one. It will not select. I click here half to the half of the next one. None will be selected. But the moment I cover it fully, it is selected. We call that fencing. Fencing simply means draw a fence around the object before it will be selected. There is the second method of selection called crossing. Crossing. C-R-O-S-S-I-N-G. Crossing. For crossing, that one is the same as the fencing, like the same method, but just that we do that from right to left. So I click on right, then I move towards the left. You see, that gives me a green background. That one, the moment it touches on the thing slightly, it will be selected. Look, I do the crossing and I touch this corner, small corner, and the two lines are selected. If I do fencing, it won't select. If I do crossing and touch it, crosses it small, it will select. So these are techniques you must understand, okay, and apply. If you click on this, it's called picking. If you do fencing, it will select. If you fence halfway, it will not select. If you cross either fully or halfway, it will select. We call this crossing. So these are the three main methods of selecting an object. So if you want to copy an object, it says that click on copy command. At the command window, it says that copy, select object. So in selecting, I can cross, and then the object is selected. Press enter, click here, and click on the next point, and I've copied. I can click on the copy again. This time around, use fencing. If I do halfway, it won't select. If I fence everything, it is working. I press enter to tell the system I have selected the object, and then it asks me click on the base point. I can even click outside of the object here, then click outside, and then the object is drawn. We call this a method of selecting the object. I believe you have gotten the logic, you've understood it. Now, let me show you another tool called move. Move means you are moving or changing position of the original from one point to another. So let's say I am moving this. I'm going to move this circle and bring it here. So this is the move tool, the move command. It's like the cross. You click on that. Then now it is saying select object. So you see, that is why we learned how to select objects. So it says select. So I can pick, I can fence, I can cross to select it. So let me fence it. So you say select object. It still doesn't know. So I press enter. Now it has been brought to the attention. So it said hold a point to. So a specified base point. In other words, hold a point or hold somewhere or specify your displacement point. So I click here, and then go and click where I want to leave it. Probably here. I want to leave it at the side here. I click on it, and it's by the side. But someone may ask, no, why did we even bother to learn how to fence an object? Okay, let's say I want to copy. Let me do something here. Maybe I want to copy, but copy only these circles, and I don't want to use picking. Okay, although picking is a way by which I can use to select this circle, but I want to move this circle from this point without necessarily using picking. So I click on move, click on the move command. It says select object. I press enter or the space bar. Then now, let me do that again. Move, select object. So now I have selected the object. There's a circle here, another circle. There's a line here. There's another vertical line here. So if I use the cross will select all the objects. Do you get it? But what do I want? I only want this. So this is where I can use the fencing. So look at it. I click on the move. I can come here and specify this. Among all the objects, the only one that is totally covered is the one I want to select. You see, it's this one. So that is where you can select objects within objects. And when the selection mode or method is not fully covering it, it will not be selected. So I press enter, hold my point. Where do I want to place it? Maybe at the center here. Here, center here, place it, and it's done. See, I have moved it from here, from the center here to the center. That is how we use our move. Do you have any question for me? I hope it's not difficult. AutoCAD is easy. Okay, it's very, very easy. Now we are familiarizing ourselves with the tools. Okay, we're familiarizing ourselves with the tools. I hope I can move on. Okay. Let me now move on to the next. Let me now move on to the next item I want to show. I want to show you how to erase an object. Okay, I want to show you how to erase an object. To erase an object, I have to go for the eraser. So this is the erase command. Look at the symbol. It's like a pencil, like an HB pencil with some red eraser at the tip of it. Okay, that's the symbol. So I click on the erase command. It is telling me select object. So you see, it keeps telling you select the object you want to erase. So I want to erase the inner circle. So I can do this, select it, tell the software, click, and then it's gone. Press enter. So the click I said, I press the enter, and it's gone. You want to erase something else? Click on erase. Select the object, press enter, it's gone. Click erase. Select the object, the line you want, you press enter. Look, if you want to erase everything here, all we need to do, click on the erase command, I'm going to select everything here, press enter, and it's gone. Very simple. Very, very simple. I see a hand up, but I suspect it is a previous. Okay, so I've lowered the hand of Zach just so that if he wants to ask a question, he can ask again. Okay, great. So that is how we erase the objects. Okay. Let me draw a line and then draw another line. Do something. I want to teach you another tool for bringing erased objects back. It's called oops. Don't worry, you may not have heard it before. Don't worry. It's called oops. OOPS. If I go back and I say undo, you know, the last thing I did was to draw this line. The last thing I did was to draw this line. So it will take this line off. What the oops does is that it only recalls your last erased object. What was the last object I erased? It was this whole object's scattered lines that were here. So let me show you how that one works. I come to the command window and I type OOPS. Oops. And I enter. Immediately, all the lines that was erased, the last erased object, is what will come. It is not the same as undo. For undo, if you have done some other stuff, maybe you've done a lot of work and the last erase, the oops is only meant to recall your last erased object. Your last erased object may not be immediately the last thing you have done. Okay? So that's what the oops does. And you don't oops and oops again. It's only recalls the last erased objects. Okay, so that's about how to erase. So let me go over that one for the last time. You click on the erase tool, highlight this, press enter, and it's gone. That's how the erase work. Okay, that's how the erase work. Now, let me show you one more thing. Let me show you how to do an offset. Okay, let me show you how to use the offset command. So let's draw a line. So now at this stage, we all know how to draw a line. So I pick the line command. The offset tool is here. In the lower version, you will see it like there's another curve of it on the top, the same shape, but you see it like another curve. But the good thing is that when you hover the mouse or your cursor on it, it will indicate the name of it. Okay, like we have here, offset. So offset simply means you want to replicate or duplicate the object you have at a certain distance from that original object. So let me explain that. I click on the offset here, and then look at what it's telling me. Specify offset distance. So let me specify an offset distance of 30. Then I press enter. I click here, then I click on the next one, and then the offset is done. So you see, if I want to offset this line by about 100, let me click on the offset. It will give me the option to specify the offset distance. I'll type the 100 there. Then I press enter for the system to know that I have entered the distance. It doesn't know. Then I press enter. Then you see, it is not giving me the next instruction. Read it. It said, let's all read it. It said, specify object to offset. So I come in to select the object I want to, and then said specify point on side to offset. I want to offset it to the side, so I click on it, and I'm here. You see, offsetting is very easy. Do you have any question for me? Let's go over what we have done today. We learned how to draw a line, how to draw a line with distances. We also drew line with auto on and auto off. We have a circle. We learned how to place a circle. We used several methods of using a circle: center and radius, center and diameter, 2 points. These are the ones that we tried our hands on today. Then we moved to the modify. Commands. We learned how to copy an object. We learned how to move an object. We've learned how to erase an object. Then we've also learned the offset. On the erase, we touched on oops. And then before we did the move, I showed you the 3 main methods of selecting an object. And we said these 3 main methods are the picking, the fencing, and the crossing. Do you have any question for me at this stage? Because with what we have learned, we can move straight into our first exercise. We'll try our hands on some exercises right now. You have it already, okay? You have it already. I'm trying to pick it up in an image form, and then yeah. Okay, so just a moment. Just a moment. I am saving something on my screen. Desktop. CaB Academy. Just a moment, just a moment, just a moment. So just a moment, I think I'm done with the first one I want to show to you. So you have that already scanned, okay? So you have that already scanned for you. So we are back to our drawing space. So let's get the work done. So there's also another, probably let me show you this last method, since the erase was the last but one modified thing that we did. You see, I want to erase everything on the screen. I can click on the erase tool, and then instead of selecting what I want, let's say I want to clean everything. Instead of selecting something, I won't select. I'll just type all. Okay, I'll come to the command window and then specify, type all. Okay, so let me do that again. Erase. It's telling me select objects. I type all. Everything is selected. I press enter again and everything is gone. That is, if you are sure you want to erase everything on your screen, you can use that method. All, and that will specify everything and help you delete that. So I am pushing something. Pushing something on my screen. Okay. So a spacer design. We're going to try our hands on this small thing here. You have it as part of your exercise files. Okay, we have posted that on the Telegram page. So those who are on the Telegram page, you have that file already. You have 3 of them. You have 3 of them. Yeah, so I think that's the last item we have finally placed on the page. So let's try to get through with this and see. Okay, in the first place, do you think this is a difficult thing to do? It's not. And we'll go through and you see how easy it is. Look, the distance from the center of this circle to the center here is 6 units. We don't know if it is meters or millimeters, but 6. The diameter, look at the symbol. The diameter of this small circle here is 1.25. The diameter of the big one, the radius, look at it too, there's a difference. The radius of the big circle is 1.50. Now, the distance we have here is 2 meters. Here too is 2. Obviously, this will be 2. Then there is a distance from the top here to the bottom here, which is 0.5. And that's all. When you have objects like this, it becomes your job to know how to draw it. And as somebody will say, as some people will say, there are several ways of, I don't want to say clean a cut, but there are several ways of going about things. Okay, there are several ways of going about things. So let's get our job done. So let me pick my line. Take my line, and then I click my first point. So it is telling me specify first point. So I click my first point, and then my second point, I type 6. Okay, then I enter. I'm just trying to draw with distance. Okay, so this is 6. some of you, your screen may be small, like you will draw it and it will look like a dot. Don't worry. When it appears like that, just zoom in and make that dot very big. You see the full length of it. Okay. So I have this line and it is 6. Look at it. If the radius, let's do some inference here. If the radius of this bigger circle is 1.5, it means that from the center here to the edge of the circle is 1.5, which means that the diameter of it is 3.0, which also means that the edge of this line and here will be 3. Do you agree with me? Okay. Okay, so it means it's 3. So from here to down there is 3. So let's see how it goes. So I can offset. Let me pick my offset tool here. I click on the offset. And then it's asking me, what's my offset distance? I can say 3. Then I enter. I click here and I click up there, and that is it. I just offsetted this line up here, and that's it. You can draw a line here to guide you to close it up. Somebody can also decide to draw a line here just to guide for the center. That's it. Okay. Now, with this line, I can draw. Okay, so with this line, I can offset this. Look at it. I can offset this line here 2, and offset that same line 2 from here 2. There's a tool I should have touched on, but don't worry. I'll teach that tool here. It's called trim. Okay, I should have taught you trim before we come here, but don't worry. So let's offset. So I will pick. So the distance 2. So I type the 2 and I enter. I select this line, I offset, select this line, and I offset. Okay, but look at, let's offset this one too. It's also 0.5. So I can offset again. Let me pick the command, offset. Then it's asking of a distance. I said 0.5. Then I enter. So I can click this and bring it down here. And then this side has been created. Then we have the main form done. Now the only thing left is our circles and semicircles. Okay, it looks like the center here will be the same as the center for the bigger circle will be the same center, is the same center for the smaller circle. Okay, so let's see about what we can do about this. So I have a circle. Okay, I don't know the center. If I want the center, I can offset 1.5. It becomes easy for me. Okay, I can offset 1.5 as the radius, and then that becomes the center line for me. If I don't do that, and I pick my circle, I may get, because of my snaps, okay, my object snaps, I can get the midpoint given, but you may not have it. So let's offset. Gradually, I'll introduce you into those ones. So let me offset 1.5 again as the center line, this one. That is it. Okay. So that's it. Now we are going to draw this circle here. So I come here to pick my circle. I'm doing center and radius because I have my radius here. So I indicate my center. This is my center. Then I enter my radius. The radius is 1.5. I type 1.5 and I enter, and it's drawn. Okay. Do you know I could have also used 2 points, 2-point circle, because the point is known. My edges are known here and there. It's known. So I can use that method too. Do you get it? Okay. And then now I come in to draw my circle. This one, I was given the diameter. So I can pick center and diameter. Click on the center. The diameter is 1.25. So I type 1.25 as my diameter and I say enter. Circle is drawn. I pick circle again. Circle and diameter. Center and diameter. Click center. Diameter 1.25. Enter. Yeah. That's what we have. Now, there is this tool which I should have touched on before doing the rest, but don't worry, it's here. It's called trim. Trim helps you to chop off or cut off lines you don't need from a stretch of a line, so long as there is an intersection. So this is the tool. It's called trim. It's like a scissors, okay, cutting something. So I click on the trim, and then in the other versions of the software, in the lower versions, you have to press enter, then you start selecting. But in the 2022, I can just start clicking and it works. Okay, so you chop off the ones that you don't want. So here, I don't want this, I don't want that, I don't want this, I don't want. So we are doing some small barbering, okay? We are doing some small barbering. The ones we don't want, we cut them off. And then here, I don't want this one too. You see, I've got my object. These ones are construction lines, okay? So they're not the main thing. So that's it. That's our object. Nicely done. Very simple. And look, note the tools we used: lines, circle, and then what? Offsets, and then trim. That's all. That's all. Very easy. Very, very easy. Very easy. If you have some question, I'll give you the chance to ask your question. I'm here for you.
Sir, please, what of the fillet?
Okay, so we are going to cover the entire tools. We are going to cover the entire tools, but just for starters, I was just assuming that we are all not at the same level and we are all starting from scratch. So deliberately, I said, okay, then why don't I start from scratch and take the tools one after the other? You get it? So we are taking the tools one after the other, and we will get to fillet. We will definitely get to fillet. So I am going to give you an angle spacer. Which is going to be the second exercise I'm going to do with you. Okay? I'm going to give you the second exercise. Which is the angle spacer. You have it. You have it already. So let me push this one to the screen for you. Okay. So we have this. I brought this on the screen. I want us to look at this also. Okay, we're going to draw this one too also. See, the first one wasn't a problem. It was very, very easy. Now you have all the exercises there. So I would like you to be trying your hands on it. You can see that. In fact, look, if you get somebody in your class who has the AutoCAD, let a person install it for you. You don't necessarily have to download it yourself, because it will cost you 3 gig data. Okay, so if you have some of your seniors, or you go to your computer lab, okay, your school's computer lab, and the assistant there, the lab assistant there can install the software for you. Let him install it for you. Okay, and that saves you that 3 gig data. Okay, because now it looks like data is slightly expensive, so they can install it for you, and then you can use it. Okay, with our training, you're supposed to use the educational version to do that, and yeah, so they may have that educational version. You are all students, so you can. So Autodesk gives or provides the educational version which you can use. So go there, and then if somebody has it, you can do that. You can also go to, if you want to download from the Autodesk website straight away too, you can go to autodesk.com. But for that side, you will not have lower versions there. It's the highest, it's the latest versions that are always there, and the size are huge. Okay, so either use the link we gave you, or you can get it also from a friend and then use it. So let's check this one out. Let's practice what we have done on some of these things quickly. So I pick my line command. I start on my first point. Look, end to end here is 3. So do you know I can even do with like draw with distance. So the distance is 3. So I type 3 and I enter. Press escape. Okay, this one is very small. When it's small relative to your work, don't scale the drawing that you are going to do. I know how to use the tool scale, so I can scale my drawing into about half of the size. But you don't worry, very soon you will know how to use the scale too. Okay, it's not difficult, it's up there. Okay, so this is my line. This is 3. Okay, so it's 3. I can just pick the line. See, instead of just offsetting, because I can draw with distances, I can click on the edge here, the corner here, and look at the highest point to the corner is 1.5. I can put it here, then type 1.5. You remember we did that drawing with distances? Let's look at here too. I can click on the line, click on this point, and then type 0.25, and I say enter. Okay, I'm trying to draw with distance. Okay, and then come in here. It is what 0.75, so 0.75, enter. I just move my cursor up, 0.5, enter. I just move it to the left side, it's 0.75, enter. I just move it up here. Okay, so now 0.25 plus 5, 0.25 plus 5 is 0.75. So if you have 0.75, okay, if you have 0.75 and you are taking 1.25 out of 0.7, like 0.75 out of 1.25, you get 0.5. Okay, so I'll just type 0.5 and press enter, and look, my job is done. Just by drawing line with distances, I have gotten this one done. That is not the only method. I could have offsetted this by 0.25, offsetted again by 0.5, and then it would have been long lines. Then I will offset this vertical line too by 0.75 and gotten this. Then when I finish, I will trim the excess lines. But you see, there are so many ways of approaching a thing. So I just went on to do the same thing, and then here am I. Now the distance from the base to the top base is also to the top is 2. So I can offset and type the distance 2 and press enter. So I click on this and then offset upwards. So for offset, I need to indicate the direction. If I came downwards, it would have offsetted it downwards. But when I selected, I went upwards, and here am I. Okay, good. Now, there is an offset of 0.75 from this vertical line. So let me draw a small line to extend it upwards, okay, so that I can offset it to cut it. The main one is there, but I just drew a different line. I didn't stretch it. I just drew a different line. Let me do that again. I just pick line, try to continue it to take it there. That's what I'll be offsetting. So you can come here and say offset. Then now it says specify offset distance. I choose 0.75 and I press enter. This, and I click here. And I click on this line here, and I offset to the left side 1. So it is asking for offset distance. So let me do it again. Click offset. Specify offset distance. I type 1. Then I press enter for it to know that I've selected the 1. Then I click here and then move to the side. It's done. Now, this is 0.75 and this is 1. So I can go to pick my line. Click on where this thing ended and get to the end of it. Pick the line command again. Pick on this end and then the next end. And I'm here. Okay. So you see, it is gradually taking shape. Now, from this outer edge to the inner circle is 1. So I pick offset and it's 1. So I press 1 here. Then I entered. I typed 1 and I press enter. So I click on this line and I move inside 1. And it looks like the same distance from the base to the center. So base here to the center. And it's 1. So I have it. Now, I now have my center. And I have the diameter of that circle to be 1. So I can pick my circle and choose circle and diameter. So I click on the center. And then it's asking me of the diameter. I type 1 and I say enter, and that is it. This is our object. AutoCAD is very simple. What you've seen, if you are able to decipher how to go about it, the rest of it is application. And look at what we are using. We are using trim, we are using offset, we are using line, we are using circle. These are the only tools we are using. We'll later, as we move on, probably in our next week meeting, we are going to introduce some of the other tools. We're going to have rotate, mirror, scale, fillet, and I mean, mix a lot of things, so we'll be able to draw complex stuff. Okay, but start with some of these tools. Start with some of these ones. So now, if I want to do away with some of these things, I can just I can trim. I can go for trim this, trim that. If I want to, these are construction lines. I can leave them. Okay, this one I can trim this one. If you want to provide a clean shave, you can clean all these. You can clean all these. Okay, but usually you will leave the construction lines. But let's just provide a clean work. Okay, so this is exactly what is expected of us. Very easy. Okay, so you will have to learn how to, practice more. There is another exercise. Let me share with you I'm sharing with you this. So you see, what we did was this. the angle spacer. We have the base plate. This also is there. I think this should be very easy. Try our hands on this, okay? So let's learn how to, as we are learning how to eat meat, let's start with egg, okay? Let's start with egg. So when you do this, then you will do the other ones. I've given you about 3 exercises. This one too is there. You try your hands on this, okay? Then you come into this, you try your hands on this also. All the figures are here. Try your hands on this. And then there's another one too. Oh, we did this first. So even the one we have done, try your hands on that. Okay. So that is it for today's lesson. Do you have any question to ask me? You have any question to ask me? Okay. So then it's 7, and our class is supposed to be 5 to 7. I believe you have learned something today. Let me just come back to my okay, I see somebody's hand is up. Please unmute the mic and then let's talk.
Yeah, actually I've enjoyed the tutorial, but I'm thinking if like best if I was following while you are doing, I try practicing on my own. That way I'll be more confident with what is happening. But as I watch, I could say like I can do it. But if I sit face to face on it, it will be very difficult to do it.
Okay, I get your point. I get your point. I will support you with something. Okay, I'll support you with something. What let me share something on my screen with you. Let me share my screen with you. Something right now. I'm coming just a moment. Let me share my screen. Because look, I really want you to understand this and take advantage. Look, some of these things, it comes once in a lifetime. Okay, you may not get it anywhere. Nobody is volunteering. Ask CaB, we do this thing for money. But today, just by the grace of God, we are doing it for you for free. So take advantage of it, okay? So let me share my screen with you right now. Okay, so one, two, where do we go with this? Okay, so let me go back again. Okay, so when you come to our page, okay, our site, if you haven't gone to our portal before, the first thing you need to do, because the AutoCAD is free, just click on the enroll. The other ones are not free. Okay, you see that Inventor is not free. These ones, okay, you are seeing it as 444. We try to reduce it down, but you will not buy straight away from the page. We will give you, we'll be sharing a form for the standard subscription. The moment you fill that one, we will get back to you, give you the payment details, and then we will enroll you in the program straight away, and then all the other ones that follows as well. But for the process, when you click on enroll for free, it will ask you to enter your email address, your first name, and your last name. That's all. I agree to the test. Terms of use and privacy policy. That's all. If you click that, just sign in. It brings you a place where you can. Let me see something. Let me see. Let me take you to my page. It will bring you to my second one. Okay. Yeah. It will bring you to a place where you can click on. Like you see this. Let me show you something. It will bring you to a place where you will see your course. For me, I've enrolled in a lot of courses, but for you, you see only this. You see Autodesk AutoCAD here. Then the next thing you see is this start course. I've entered. That's why I see resume. But if it's your first time, you see resume course. So when you click on the resume course, it takes you to the lesson page. In the lesson page, when you come in, okay, so those who are joining from the portal, this is where they came to. They came to live, like CaB Academy live classroom, and they joined the class. But you, because you haven't gone through that process, what you did was we shared the link with you. These videos, watch them, how to use this course. If you watch it, you know how to go around, like how to use the lesson page.
In this video, I'm going to show you how to make
So whatever you click here, you watch the video here. So let me show you what I wanted you to see. So Sak was saying that all that we have done, if he has to practice, he would have loved to practice alongside. Okay, so when you come to welcome to the course, you will see these courses: Introduction to AutoCAD, History of AutoCAD, who can attend, all these things. We did that in the first day last week. Interface, ribbon. These ones, they are very important. Watch them over and over again. This is what we did today. Line. Look at this and tell me if you can tell the difference. It's coming. You can even let me show you something. You can even okay, you can even click this button here to watch it on a full screen. Okay. If you wanted to fill the screen, you can go ahead and then be watching it.
Click on top line.
You can also watch it on your phone whilst you do it on your laptop. That's exactly what you did today. The good news for you is that it is the same voice. Okay, that's the good news for you. So the line that we have done today, the video is there. Watch it. How to draw a circle, we did this. The video is here. Watch it. How to copy an object, the video is here. Watch it. How to move an object, the video is here. Watch it. Minimize it. How to move, how to erase an object, how to trim. These are the things we did today. Okay, how to trim. These are the things we did today.
And then I press enter to be navigated. Click to choose.
That's all. Then the exercises follows. Okay, so I have actually made things very easy for you. I have given you free access to our portal, which we pay for your usage. So if you don't use it, we will know. We will block you. When we know that you don't go to the portal, you're not using it, because we pay for your usage. And so because CaB Solutions is sponsoring this program, what we are doing, that's why it has created all the CaB Academy page for you. Do you get it? So it's not free, somebody is bearing the cost. Sometimes when we say AutoCAD is free, you think it's something that is free. Some of you may think it's so free and cheap. No. Somebody is bearing the cost. That's what it means. Somebody is bearing the cost. Okay. And so if we see that you are not going to the portal and you're not following, it means that you are not using it. You don't really need it. Then we will not keep you on the portal. So we pay for it. So somebody pays for you being there. Okay. So take advantage of it. So as you practice, you can be doing, as you watch, you can be practicing alongside. Okay. So it's been a great time. The Telegram page, let's make the place interactive. If you are drawing and you have challenge, put it on the Telegram page. I'll help you. Okay. And then some of your friends too. Okay. Some of you already know how to use AutoCAD. When you see somebody having challenge on the Telegram page, help the person. Okay. Help the person. As you help the person, somebody will be helping you. Okay. So that everything doesn't have to come from me. If you have an idea, talk to contribute. Okay. As you help somebody, you also know. Okay. So that is how the whole thing is supposed to be. So thank you so much for your time. If you have any question, I'll take it now. If not, then we will be bringing our class to a closure at this point. We'll make today's training available to you. Okay. We'll make today's training available to you. So wow, it has dropped to 8, probably because they had will make the materials available.
Yes, I was also suspecting that because we made them know they will be available this meeting, so they are waiting to watch that.
Yeah.
But one disadvantage is if they have any question, they can't ask over there because it's already a recorded video.
Exactly. So anyway, I think they thought they could take advantage of it. I think some of them were also having issue with the network, so they felt, okay, then why don't I rely on the other one? But anyway, we'll still make it available to you. But I want to stress on the point that the link for the standard registration will be shared to everybody. Let's if you want to get more than what you are getting, if you want to get more attention than what you're getting, if you want to get the opportunity to be mentored and given the skills that you needed, then you have to do extra to get that extra thing. Aside that, for the AutoCAD training, the exercises we are doing, we'll be doing more exercises, and then we'll be going through. So I'm sure in about our next 2-3 meetings, we should be done with the AutoCAD, the generalized one. But for the discipline-specific ones, you may have to be part of the main one to get it. If even you take the free one, you also not have your certificate until you pay for that one. And the amount of money you use to pay for the certificates, just use that to upgrade to subscription and get all the other benefits. Okay, but the knowledge is free, so you have it. Okay, the knowledge is free. Okay, so thank you so much. Thank you so much for your time. I'm grateful that you made time. But please, we'll be having that discussion on the page so we know if the time is appropriate for you. We'll run a vote on it. As Nigerians are voting today, we'll run a vote on it, a ballot on it. We'll run some poll on it, and then majority will carry the day. Okay. If you like it in the morning or in the afternoon or any other time, we'll vote on that, and then it will be set. So thanks so much. I see, Sak, your hand is up. I don't know if it was the previous one you raised your hand.
It was the previous ones.
Okay.
Currently my hand is not up again.
Okay, great. So your Sak, is it Sak or the
yeah, Saturday.
Okay. Then Obide, we have brought today's meeting to a close. And Kingsley, it's nice meeting you. Idrisu, second day, good one there. And then I'm seeing Gia. Is it Bartholomew? I see it is so. So dear Bartholomew, I can see we have another Jew. We have a Jew in the house now. So Bartholomew, that's it. Yeah, I see your thumbs up. Okay, great. So it's nice meeting you today in our class. As usual, my name is Ibel. I'm the team leader and the CEO of CaB Limited. And I'm honored to share the class with you today. You guys, you are privileged. You have the whole CEO of CaB delivering the training to you. I want you to know how passionate I am about the program and how I love to see people being transformed. So take the full advantage of that, and then let's see how the whole thing turns out. Okay. God bless you. Continue practicing and stay blessed. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye. Thank you.
Bye,
Sir.
sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.